This conference will now be recorded.
In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a secondary check for an employee, and it could be a bonus or just any secondary check, but I'll show you specifically for a bonus. So the first thing you'll do is go to enter your payroll. And in this payroll, I only see regular hours and overtime, but I wanted to add bonus and a secondary check. So to do so, you'll select Setup. Once in your setup, on the left-hand side, you can select this box to pay numbers for secondary checks. And then, of course, select your earning codes as needed. Once you're in the grid, you will find that you now have an additional column called Pay Number. You can highlight the employee's line and select Add on the bottom, which will now include a second line for this employee. For that second line, you can change the pay number to one of many choices: 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, and 16 through 20. They all do the same thing. The secondary check will have deductions, and it will be a direct deposit if the employee has it. With deductions, 6 through 10, but make sure it's a live check, no direct deposit. No deductions and direct deposit is okay. No deductions and make sure it's a live check. By the way, if you want deductions included, you must have the box selected at the employee deduction level to include in secondary check. I'll show you that in just a moment. So select the check type that you would like and enter the bonus that you need. Now, once we hit save, if you submit this payroll as is, you'll get two separate checks. However, that bonus is going to be taxed at the normal taxation, biweekly in this case. But if you would like to have this taxed at a different rate, you can go to Timekeeping and Transactions. In the timekeeping transactions, this is where all of the transactions you've manually entered in the report, in the Rapid Pay, will land. You'll find that line item here, which is bonus. And if you scroll over to the right, you'll see a bunch of columns that you can manipulate this pay. And here I see the federal, state, and local sections. So you can edit that line and enter a 22 and a percent sign. With that, the system will tax the $1,000 at 22% for federal. If you do a flat number, like the number 25, it will tax this employee at $25 for their state. And if there are any locals, you can do that as well. And then hit save. So although the federal, state, and local overrides are not available on your grid, you can still manipulate them in the payroll transactions. Once you've done what you needed to do, you can go to payroll and preview and submit the payroll. Once the payroll is gone through, you can review your preview and verify that you have two separate checks, verify the 22% for federal came out accordingly, and the override for the state as well. And I will show you that in just a moment. So for Ian, he now has two line items. Actually, I gave him a manual check last week too, so let's ignore that. System normal pay, and here's the bonus with the override. And this employee is actually with a state that does not have state taxes. But if there was, it would have overridden it to 25. If you have any further questions, please contact your payroll provider. Thank you.